This is Dr. Javona Sandiford, Speech-Language Pathologist, creator of Melodic Based Communication Therapy, and CEO and president of Mellocom Speech and Language Therapy. My wish is for all children to have a chance to talk using their voices. This is why I created the approach and why my company makes apps to help treat speech and language impairments. To purchase the M.B.C.T. Level 1 app, which contains the 25 first melodies and 25 first pictures, often used in this approach, visit our website, www.mellospeech.com, and view our products page. The first step to successfully using melodic based communication therapy with your child is to find at minimum 3 very strong rewards that your child likes and begin to limit the time that your child has access to this item. The reason is you want to be able to use this item as a reward when you are doing the 10 steps. And if your child can easily access that item in your home, he or she may not want to work for that item. If you are using the M.B.C.T. Level 1 app to complete this approach, the first step would be to choose your target word. For this training, we will use apple. You will press play, listen to the melody, point to the apple, then clap and sing apple 3 times. You may use the picture in the app or a tangible object, for example, a real or toy apple. The next step is to take your child's hands in yours and clap and sing apple 3 times. This is hand over hand clapping. Immediately give your child a strong reward and say, "Nice clapping," with enthusiasm. After that, you'll remove your hands, point to the apple, and clap and sing apple 3 times. If your child attempts to clap at any point, give him or her the reward right away. Do not wait for him or her to finish clapping. Note, if your child does not clap when you remove your hands, go back to the previous step, which you'll remember as hand over hand clapping. But this time, do not give the toy reward. You will now stop clapping. You will point to the apple and sing apple 3 times without clapping. You want the child to clap without you. So if the child claps on his or her own, or even attempts to clap on his or her own without your model, immediately provide the toy reward. Next, you will again point to the apple, then sing apple 3 times. No clapping, guys. You will watch the child's mouth. You are looking for any attempt to make a sound. This might look like random movements of the lips or opening of the mouth. You will provide a reward for even the smallest attempt to imitate. During this step, you will continue to sing apple, providing a reward for closer and closer imitations. For example, the first time the child may say "buh," you would want to give a reward for this. The second time he or she may say "abba," you would reward this. You are rewarding for closer and closer approximations of the target word. Now that the child can say something that sounds close to apple, you will keep singing apple until you are singing it together in unison. This step is optional because the real goal is for the child to sing apple after you sing it. So once he or she sings in unison with you, provide the reward, guess what? Immediately! After that, there is another optional step. You will mouth the word apple while pointing to the apple. This may be either like a full mouthing of apple or a mouthing of just the last part of the word. You are basically teaching the child a cue that you may be able to use in the last 2 steps, but again, this is optional. After that, point to the apple and sing apple. You want the child to repeat you. Again, you're singing 3 times. If she sings apple, provide a reward immediately. If he or she does not, return to the previous step and mouth either the whole word or part of the word. Now, note, if your child is getting frustrated at any point, move to the next target word and begin again from step 1 so that the child can again complete easier tasks or a preferred reward. The next step, now that your child can imitate something that sounds like apple, is to sing "What is this?" Apple, what is this? Apple, what is this? And you'll leave the third question open. Give a reward immediately when or if the child attempts to answer your question with something that sounds like apple. If not, repeat this step. After you've gotten the child to respond to the singing, you will switch to speaking. You'll say, what is this? Apple. What is this? Apple. What is this? Leave the third question open and wait for the child to answer with a sung or a spoken word. Give the reward immediately for an answer to your question. Anything that sounds like apple. So again, these are the general 10 steps in a nutshell. Move through all 25 words until the child can say them all. If the child skips ahead in any of the steps at any point, for example, if he or she jumps to singing apple while you're at the clapping step, provide the reward and skip ahead to that step. Start each target word at step 1. You may want to also consider our Level 1 MBCT app for use in this program. To learn more about attending a full day training, including information on the evidence to support MBCT, as well as intensive hands-on practice, visit www.mellospeech.com. You may also send us your questions or comments. Providers fully trained and skilled in the approach can be found at www.mbctregistry.com.